What's up, guys? Nintendo Nick here, and yesterday was the Nintendo World Championships of 2015. So, if you guys didn't know, the last Nintendo World Championship was 1990, and it was basically to test your skills. The first challenge was Mario, and you had to collect 50 coins. The second challenge was Mach Rider, I think, or Rad Racer. No, Rad Racer, and you had to get to the finish. Then the rest of your time was Tetris, and the whole thing was like 6 minutes and 20 seconds. And I actually made my own World Championships at Nintendo Club, and it was from the challenge mode of NES Remix 2. But anyway, this year's World Championships, it was a little bit different. So this year, what it basically was a bunch of famous video game players that are on YouTube and other stuff. The only ones that I knew were like Aaron from Game Grumps, Cosmo Wrights, the speedrunner, and Jovenshire from Smosh Games. So the first round was Splatoon, which and all the rounds we didn't even know about. So first round was Splatoon. You were partnered up with 3 other people, and it was Turf War. And let me tell you, these guys sucked. Like, they weren't even good at Splatoon or any of the other games that I will mention. But I mean, some of them were good. I had to say that I saw a lot of good plays, but a lot of people are just bad at Splatoon. But anyway, so a bunch of people did that, and whoever came in like last had to go into Underground, which was like where you got eliminated, but it was like the losers bracket basically. So then in the Underground there was it was like a retro game. So the retro game in the Underground was The Legend of Zelda, which was the second round, with the first elimination round. And so you had to do was you had to get to the first dungeon and beat it as fast as you can. There was like, I think 8 people in the elimination round, and only 2 won. And yeah. But anyway, the second round was a totally new game that is gonna be coming out to the 3DS soon, which is Blast Ball, which is kind of like a Metroid Prime Hunters game where you're in a like Samus kind of suit with an arm cannon, and basically what you're doing is you're shooting charge beams or regular beams at this giant ball and trying to shoot it into the other person's goal. And it seemed like a fun game, and there was also power-ups that you could use and other things like that, but I would probably not get it. I mean, I don't know, it doesn't look like it's that fun, but I mean, it can get intense like at some points, but I don't know, it just doesn't look like a good game. But anyway, and then the second elimination round for the Underground was Super Metroid. And let me tell you guys, these guys sucked at Super Metroid. It wasn't even funny. 2 of the guys died. Like, there was 4 in total. 2 guys died and couldn't even beat it. It was, you had to beat Mother Brain was the challenge, and to escape Planet Zebes. And if you guys saw my finale video of Super Metroid, you know how good I am, and I saved the animals in time and got out of Planet Zebes. But yeah, so these guys really sucked. They had more energy bars than I did. Like, they had 19 energy bars, which is 19 times 99 energy. If you played Super Metroid, you would know how much energy that is. And they had like over 200 something missiles and 50 super missiles. So you had to, like, if you don't know how to do it, you have to crack the glass of the Mother Brain and then keep hitting him or her. But they didn't even have to go through like all the Metroid parts. Like, you had to freeze the Metroids and kill them. They didn't have to go through the shields of like those red shields and stuff. Like, they didn't do that. all they had to do was defeat Mother Brain right there, and she was like right there standing. It's kind of like the WarioWare game, like in WarioWare Inc. If you played that game with the gamer, you would see that it would you just press B rapidly, but that was in the original Metroid. And the original Metroid, Mother Brain was actually harder, I'd have to say. But anyway, most of them died. Like, they didn't even know how to do charge shot or anything, so they just shot missiles at the glass. They broke the glass. They tried to kill Super Metroid. I can't even talk today. They tried to kill Mother Brain, and then most of them failed. I mean, one guy failed and didn't even get to the second stage. Oh my god, I can't even speak. Second phase. And where Mother Brain stands up and starts going crazy. And only 2 people made it out through that. And where the baby Metroid dies and they get the rainbow power and like just beat the shit out of Mother Brain. Then they had like 30 seconds left on the clock and got out of Planet Zebes. I think his name was Sinister. But yeah, Sinister 1 or something like that. But anyway, the next challenge was with the 3rd stage, was Mario Kart 8, and let me tell you, these guys also sucked at Mario Kart 8. I mean, it was 200cc, so I would get that, like, people would probably be, like, practicing on Super Mario Kart, but yeah, 200cc is pretty hard, but most of them got, like, 11th and 12th, and they did terrible. I mean, they did really good on Big Blue, but Big Blue was an easy course. It was a custom cup. It was Baby Park was first. Second was I forget. Animal Crossing. Yeah, that was right. And third one was Big Blue, and so everyone did great on Big Blue, but they did bad on Baby Park and Animal Crossing. But yeah, it was 200cc, but these guys were really bad. And if I was in the Nintendo World Championships, I would probably beat everyone, because I am really awesome at all those games. But anyway, then the 3rd stage of elimination was Balloon Fight, specifically Balloon Trip, which is kind of like the one in Nintendo Land, if you played that one, where you fly around, but you can't really control the current of the wind. Like in the Nintendo Land one, you could just use a stylus to change the direction of the wind, but in Balloon Fight, you had to just rapidly press A and try to dodge all the like sparkles and stuff, or whatever they are, and the fish too. But I forget who won that. I think it was Cosmo. Yeah, Cosmo won that and got out of elimination, but a bunch of other people lost. And then the 5th round, oh wait, or 4th, no. Yeah, no, it's 4th, okay. I can't even speak today, so I'm really sorry. But yeah, the 4th round was Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. And before that started, they showed a flashback of Reggie saying that he'd kick Hungrybox's ass. And they kept repeating that. It was pretty funny. But so Reggie comes in with Hungrybox, and like Hungrybox is like, Reggie's like, if you win, I'll offer you a job. And he's like, nah, it's okay, I'm a engineer, I don't need it. And then Reggie's like, okay. And then they start fighting, and of course Hungrybox is Jigglypuff, and Reggie's Ryu, and so he does so bad, Reggie. It was like he died like at least 12 times or something like that, and Hungrybox just wasn't even trying. He would just let him die, and I mean, he was trying at first, and then he just was like, okay, Reggie sucks, because he was really bad. And he did say to Hungrybox, he's like, every day I run a company for 16 hours, where you play Smash for 16 hours. And I thought that was pretty funny, but yeah, Reggie sucks at Smash Bros. But anyway, fourth round, it was just there was 4 people left, and it was Cosmo was Roy, this guy John Numbers was Shulk, and then there was 2 other guys, Toon Link and Balco, who I forgot who they were, and most of them did pretty good. I mean, the John Numbers did a really fantabulous job with Shulk. He was amazing with Shulk. And it was Dreamland 64, and the other stage was I forget. I think it was, oh yeah, it's Final Destination, I think. No, that was with Reggie. Whatever. It was 2 stages, and I was surprised that Cosmo picked Roy because he's a new fighter, but he did it anyway. And the 2 that went to the 5th and final round were Cosmo and John Numbers. Now, this guy John Numbers, I had no idea who this guy was, and I still don't until now that he won Nintendo World Championships in 2015. Spoiler alert. But anyway, the 5th and final round was Mario Maker. So these guys at Treehouse, at Nintendo's Treehouse, made a Mario level for each Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario World, and Super Mario Bros. U to show off how Mario Maker works. So the first level, Cosmo went first because they did a coin flip, and John Numbers won. He said that I want to go second, and they put him in isolation, so that was pretty weird. Like there's this woman who just put music in his ears and covered his eyes, and it was really weird. But anyway, so Cosmo went, and let me tell you, Mario Maker is the biggest troll ever. I mean, it's gonna be like Cat Mario if you play that game online. It's such a troll. But yeah, every time you hit a question mark block, like shit came out, like a hammer bro, a bomb, a boo. It was just so messed up. But yeah, so it started off as like the original Super Mario Bros. Level, and except the question mark blocks had bombs and all that stuff. But then at the end, like at the middle of the level, there was a bunch of fire bars, and then a flag on the other side. But then you had to go down a pipe and everything, and then after that you had to go through like a conveyor belt, which was really confusing for Cosmo, but John Numbers did a very good job knowing how to like get the momentum and everything. But yeah, and then that was basically the end of the level. Then on the Super Mario Bros. 3 level, which I thought was very surprising because the Koopa Clown was confirmed that you could ride the Koopa Clown and everything, and it started out like that. You were in an airship and everything, and so the airship drops down because like there's this narrow pathway, and then there was also heat-seeking bullet bills, which would follow the direction of where you moved, which was really scary. Like that could kill you, and that scared me a lot because that can also be a really big troll. But anyway, I think you actually have to beat the level in Mario Maker in order to like make it into a real level or something like that, but I'm not sure. But anyway, we still don't know because we don't have that much more information about it. But other than that, you had to go through the airship and everything, and there was like giants of everything. Like there was giant Koopa Troopas, there was giant Buzzy Beetles, all that stuff. And I mean, this game looks like scary as shit. Like there was these, like, it was so weird. In the Super Mario World level, there was like charging wigglers coming out, and they weren't affected by walls or anything, and that scared me too. Like this game scares me that there's gonna be so many troll levels and everything like that. But yeah, the thing that surprised me the most was Cosmo hit a question mark block, and a ring of boos came out, but he went through the boos, and the boos had wings, and so why do the Boos have wings if they can float and they can only float in that circle? Like, Boos usually only float in a circle when they are in a circle, and they only can go in that circle. Like, they can't chase after you. I don't get why they had wings, but I didn't care. But yeah, and there was also giant Bowsers in the Super Mario World level, which, yeah, by the way, the Super Mario Bros. 3, I think Cosmo won that, and then Super Mario World, John Numbers won that, I think. Yeah, John Numbers won that. And the Super Mario World level, I can't really remember that one that much. But yeah, there was like constant doors. Like, you had to pick 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next one, when you beat one of those, it was 5, 6, 7, or 8. And it was kind of like the Bowser's Castle in Super Mario World, if you played that, where you got to choose which pathway you want to go in Super Mario World, which was pretty awesome. And there was a bunch of traps though, like giant Bowsers and fireballs everywhere. But yeah, at the end of the level, there was like a bunch of jumps where you had to fly in those Buzzy Beetles, but no one could make that, so there was like an alternate path where you had to kept like ducking and jumping where there's fireballs coming out from the other side, which was really weird, and I don't know how they did it. But then at the end, John Numbers, so he won, so he got a 15-minute head start from the Super Mario World. And that level was really long, but John Numbers destroyed in that, where they actually went one-on-one because I guess they didn't have enough time, or like it was the final level. But yeah, John Numbers destroyed in that. Like, it was a Bowser Castle, and John Numbers just wall jumped perfectly. He made his jump perfectly, but I felt like the Super Mario Bros. U level was really easy because there was a bunch of power-ups and everything. Like, there had to be at least 5 fire flowers and stuff like that. But yeah, other than that, John Numbers won, and what he got was a signed new 3DS from Miyamoto, or 3DS XL, I should say, new 3DS XL by Miyamoto, and also Cosmo got it too. And then what John Numbers got exclusively was the Nintendo World Championships 2015 trophy handed by Miyamoto and stuff. But yeah, it wasn't that exciting, like the winner. I mean, that's all you got was a trophy and a new 3DS signed by Miyamoto. I mean, I guess they both are priceless. Like, getting signed by Miyamoto is priceless, and a trophy that's only one in the world by Nintendo is priceless also. But, you know, I thought you would win like money or like an exclusive game. Kind of like in 1990s World Championships, you get an exclusive game of the Nintendo World Championships, like the game, and it would come in gold, which is like very, very rare, and I think it costs like, I don't even know how much money, but probably costs a lot. But yeah, other than that, Nintendo World Championships was fun to watch, and we learned a lot from Mario Maker and the new game Blast Ball. But other than that, I mean, it got boring at some times, like waiting for everyone's turn and how bad they were. I mean, some of them were really bad. I mean, I don't get why I don't know what the age restriction was, but, you know, I really wanted to be in that, but I don't think I could. I think you had to be like an adult or something. But yeah, hopefully I do this like 5 years later or something, you know, and keep the tradition. Or maybe it's another 25 years we have to wait, but who knows, you know. But yeah, and who knows what they're gonna announce at E3 tomorrow, so stay tuned for that, because I'm really hyped up for that, and I can't wait for that too. Hopefully there's a new Metroid game and other things like that. Check out my predictions if you didn't. It's in my channel. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and thank you all for watching, and stay tuned right here on Nintendo Nick for more E3 news and other things gaming too. Thank you, and bye.